warm up. Shake the 9 gates. Start out shaking your hands. You're opening up your joints. So now you want to bounce your body. Skin going over your muscles going over your bones. You want to be causing slight shock waves to go through your intestines. You're trying to break up the adhesions in your body. All right. You loose. All right. Next thing we're going to do is you're going to dragon shakes its whiskers. So you're going to go back and forth. This is warming up your spine and the small muscles in your neck. So you want to follow your shoulders. You turn. All right. And you'd like to use your eyes. So you pick a spot each side and then you look at that. And then hopefully as you work up, you can turn all the way around and look at the same spot on both sides. A couple more times. Your hands can hit you. That activates your body a bit more. Okay, now we're going to reach for the ceiling, and then reach for the opposite wall. So you can follow your fingers over and then reach. Your back stays against the wall, so you're flat. You're loosening up your spine, so breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time each side. Breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, breathe out. Those 3 you can use as a little warm-up during the day, just to loosen up a little bit. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more stretching. So you're going to hook your fingers together. Going to push out. Your arms come up as far as you can. If you can get them all the way up straight, that's great. But otherwise, just whatever level you're at. You're going to breathe in. This one you go up on your toes. And when you breathe out, you relax. You're going to do it again. Breathe in. You're stretching. Now this time when you breathe out, you look over your shoulder. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So there's another one. You breathe in. You breathe out, you lean to the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Opening everything up, stretching. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so now we're going to go through all 3 of them twice. So you're going to breathe in. Breathe out. Now you're going to breathe in. Breathe out to the side. Leaning. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lean to the other side. And breathe in. Turn as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, we're going to do one more set. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lean. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Look behind you. And breathe in. Breathe out. Look behind. Okay, now we're going to do one that's called splitting the heaven and the earth. You're holding a golden chi ball, golden ball of energy. You're going to turn it over, and then the hand on the bottom presses toward the earth. The other one presses toward the heavens. Then you're going to come back, grab your ball of energy, turn it over, and breathe out. So you want your hands pulled back. You're trying to work the small muscles of your forearms. This one points forward. This one is up. So we'll just do that a couple times. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now we're going to do a variation of it. So you breathe in, turn it over. When you breathe out, now your hand is coming to your hamstring, and you're going to twist, push, follow the hamstring down, come up. So breathe in, turn over. This hand goes down the back of your leg. This one goes up. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You're still reaching, you're stretching. Breathe in, breathe out. Twist. Breathe in, breathe out. One more each side. One more. We'll just do one more. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. So those movements, you can watch the video, and after you get it, you can just watch the video, and then you can practice for however long you want. You can listen to music while you're doing it. Usually try to do 3, 5, 7, 9 times. Do as many as you want, however, and you can build. We're going to try to warm up from the inside, so we're going to hold position. So this one's going to be 3 minutes long. So your feet are pointing forward. Your knees have to be bent. You might only be able to do a little bit, but you don't want to be up. You're trying to put pressure on your femurs. You're building up your lower body strength, your ankles, your thighs, and you also want to put pressure on your bones. So that'll cause it. It'll increase your bone density, and it'll also help generate blood. Your femur is one of the major organs in your body that creates blood cells. Okay, so we've got our legs bent. We're going to come up. Okay, so we'll go for 2 minutes. You want to see if you can build up to 5 minutes. So breathe in, breathe out. You want your shoulders down. You don't want your shoulders hooked up. You want the energy to flow through your body. One hand's over your throat, the other one's over your heart. So breathe in, breathe out. This heats up your body from the inside. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Remember, you want to keep your legs bent, your back straight, your shoulders against the wall behind you. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down. Come up and pull down the heavens. So holding position is really important. It really strengthens your lower body, but it also helps you build up your focus and your will. And you want to get it longer and longer. It should be really uncomfortable, but you still hold position. That's how you build up your will. It goes once you get to the point where you don't want to do it anymore, you should do it for another minute after. Patting the horse's head. So this is 45. We're doing our dotting. And our dotting, our feet are pointing 45. We shift all the weight on the rear foot. This foot comes up, and we're just the ball of the foot's on the ground. And so basically all the weight's on the back leg, but both knees are still pointing in the same direction. Okay, so we dot, and then you can dot on the other side. So it's basically going back and forth. Okay, that's one of your main movements, because you start out in that. So we're here. This one is called pat the horse's head. So what you do is first you're going to lift up this hand. This hand lifts up a platter. This hand lifts up the oats. You're feeding the horse. Back hand scratches your ear, and then it comes out and it pats the horse on the head, and the other one pulls back. Okay. On this one, the feet, you start out dotting. You go into cat stance or empty stance. So on that one, so when you're dotting, remember all your weight's already on the back leg. So if you have trouble with balance, you can hold something like a chair when you're doing this. And then you can just slide your foot out into a cat stance, right? So, but basically, you're trying to build up your legs and your ankles, so you try to keep as much weight as possible on the back. If you don't have balance problems, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your leg, and you're just going to put it out so just the tip, just the ball of your foot's there. But see, there's no weight. All your weight's on the back. This builds up the muscles of your leg, obviously. And so doing that, builds up muscles in the leg and the ankle. And you're getting used to having one leg off the ground. So this is good when you're walking or climbing stairs. Okay, so we'll just do that. Dotting, lifting up, and then when you step down toward the camera, straight. So your leg's at 45, but when you lift it up, you step out so it's facing forward. Because remember, this is a martial art, so when your opponent's in front of you, so you're going to step toward them, so your energy is going toward them. Okay, so we're dotting. Okay, so we lift our hands. This one's feeding the horse. This one's lifting a platter. We scratch our ear, and then as this comes up, we step and pat. So, and then we're going to go to the other side. Dot, lift our hands, scratch our ear, and then step. Okay, I'll do it. Let's see, I'll try doing it on this side, so hopefully you can see a little better. So we're on this side. We're dotting, lift our hands, scratching our ears, and then this comes out. You step and pat the horse. Now we're dotting on the other side. Your hands are coming up, scratching your ear, and then you step and dot. And we're going to go back and forth. Okay, so we'll do it for 1 or 2 minutes. Then you can turn off the camera and keep going for as long as you want. Okay, so here we go. Turn off the video. Okay, here we go. So 1, scratch your ear, pat the horse. Dot to the other side. Lift the platter and the oats, scratch your ear, pat the horse. 1, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, dot, lift your hands, scratch your ear, pat the horse. Dot, lift your hands, scratch your ear, pat the horse. We'll just do a few more on each side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, that's patting the horse's head. Uh, okay, this next one is brushing knee. We're going to do this in place. Normally you do this walking, so you're coming up and you brush your knee as you step forward, which we're going to learn how to walk in a separate video. Okay, so right now what we're doing is you're lifting this arm, you're lifting a platter, and then this hand comes over. There's a bird that's landed on your arm, so you try to grab the small bird's tail, then you scratch your ear. So this hand, this finger is like still pointing at your elbow. This comes down and it brushes your knee. You'd be stepping forward, so you'd be like brushing your knee as you came down. So this brushes your knee, and this comes, and you go forward. You're like attacking the person in front of you. So lift the platter, catch the small bird, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Lift the platter, catch the bird, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Lift the platter, catch the bird, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Lift the platter, catch the bird, brush your ear, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and slightly shift to the side as you go up, and then you can sink down at the bottom as you come down. So slightly come up and lift to the side, and then as you brush your knee, sink it to the center. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, lift the platter, catch the bird, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Lift the platter, catch the bird, scratch your ear, brush your knee. Okay. That one's called brush knee. All right. The next one, what's the other one that we've been doing? Oh, playing the lute. Okay. So the next one is playing the lute. Okay. This one, as all of the other ones, you start out by you're pointing, you're dotting, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come out. This stance is called the stars because 7 stars in the Big Dipper, because your toes, you're pulling back your foot, your toes are trying to point at the Big Dipper up there. Okay, so you're here, and then your foot comes out. So if you have problems with balance, you can hold on to something. Your foot's just going to slide out. You're almost all your weight. And this one, like 70% of your weight's on the back and 30% is on the front, as opposed to in the empty stance, all your weight's on the back. So you can come up, and then you're gonna slide out, and your foot's off the ground. So that's here. You're dotting, and then your foot slides out. Okay, if you have better balance, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift your leg, and then have it float down. So you're here dotting, lift your leg, and then float down. All right, that's the stance. So what you're doing with your hands is you're dotting, you're scooping water, and then your hands come up, and then the leg that's forward, you're holding a lute, like a little harp. And so what happens is this one's holding it, and this is going to strum it, right? So you're here, going to pick up the lute, and you're going to strum the lute. Pick up the lute, and then strum the lute. Okay, and now do it one more time. So you scoop the water, pick up the lute, strum the lute. Okay, so when you put it together, you're going to come, you grab the water, you pick up the lute, and you pick up your knee at the same time, and then as this floats down, you strum. Okay, so you're here, gather the water, lift the lute, play the lute. Okay, so it's the same on the other side. You're here, scoop the water, grab the lute, pick up the lute, and then you play the lute. So you grab the water, pick up the lute, and then you float down as you play the lute. And so this is martial arts. So you're blocking, and then you're kicking him in the shin is what you're doing. So you're here, blocking, and kicking them in the shin. So that's the martial side, but on the health side, you're building up your lower body flexibility because all your weight's on the back. You're having to lift up your leg off the ground, so it's building up your ankles, and then you're getting used to having your leg off the ground. All right, so we'll just do that. We'll go through that a few times. So dot, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Step, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So this is strumming the lute. Rise up, strum the lute, and step down. All right. All right, now amazingly enough, this is the hardest thing you're going to have to learn actually, which is, it's called task walking or Tai Chi walking. You're just going to walk across the room. You probably think you know how to do this, but actually in Tai Chi, in normal walking, we tend to step forward. We put our weight on the leg that's going forward. So what happens, that's why you fall. So you're stepping, you're shifting your weight, but you step on some ice, and then all of a sudden this goes out and you fall down because you slip out. In Tai Chi, you're always supposed to be maintaining your balance. So when you step forward, you do heel toe. Now that you have a good grip on the ground, you're going to shift forward. That's when you shift your weight forward. So that would be like you'd pick up, heel toe, shift forward, and then you never shift your knee past your toes. So you're always got now the weights, instead of like here where your energy is going forward, your energy is kind of going down. So even if you're on something slippery, you're still going to be good. Okay. So the easiest, the lowest level is you're just stepping forward. You put your heel down, your toe down, and then you just shift so your legs straight up and down. Your weight's in your heel, and then you bring this up. Now you heel toe, just shift till your weight's there. Heel toe, shift. Okay, so you can just practice that for walking first. This is level 1, heel toe, shift, heel toe, shift, heel toe. All right. Level 2. All right, so now what happens is we're going to be doing our movements. We do our movements. You have to remember, like when we're doing brush knee, you're going forward, but you have to start in your dotted position, and then you step out. So now you have to shift back. So you've stepped out, you've done your heel toe, just like with the level 1 walking, and now you brush your knee. But now you want to get back in the dotting position, and so your foot's misaligned. So you have to come back, turn your foot, and then now you dot to the other side. So this is the next level. So what you're doing is, we're not going to use our hands. So you're beginning in our dotting position. If you watch the other videos, you remember we do the 7-star position. So you're in dotting, your both knees are pointing toward the wall. All the weight's on your back leg, and the front leg is just you're on the ball of your foot. So you're going to step out, and you're going to do the 7-star stance, where your toes are pulled back, and they're pointing at the 7 stars up at the Big Dipper. So you're just here. So that's the first part. So you're stepping out, 7 stars, dotting, 7 stars. And then, of course, you can do the other side. You're dotting, 7 stars, dotting, 7 stars. All right. So then part 2. So dotting, 7 stars. Now you're in the beach and you're making a C. You're dragging your heel through the sand and you're making a C. So you're here and you're making a C. How far do you go? You want to go past your foot, because the heel. So this heel drags so that there's a gap here, but that way when you step forward, you've got your feet are apart. Otherwise, if you don't go far enough, then you're kind of like you're trying to step forward, but your feet are on the same lines, you're unstable this way. So 1, make 7 star, and then just make your C. Okay. 1, 7 star, make your C. And so how do we do Tai Chi walking? Remember, start when you get your foot here, your heel's down, and put your toe down. Okay, so 7 star, C, put your toe down. 7 star, C, put your toe down. Now, your toes should be pointing straight because we're going that way. All right, we start out with our feet, our hips 45. Now we're here. So when we turned, you've got to go up on the heel of your back foot and turn your back foot. So that way you can turn front. So here we go. 1, 7 star, C, put your toe down, and now you turn and just your legs straight up and down here, your lower leg. All right. 1, 2, put your toe down, and then just turn. Okay, so that's our next level of walking. So you're here, you're dotting, put your heel out, step over, put your foot down, and shift. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go from there. You're going to put your foot down, go over, put your foot down, and shift. Okay, here, toe, C, go out, put your foot down, and shift. So you're going forward using the C step. You do your Tai Chi footing, and then you're going forward. So you're stepping out, going over, put toe down, and then go forward. So you're making progress going forward by making sure your foot goes out. You have a gap here, shifting forward. Okay, so we'll just do a few of those. So you're here, your foot comes out, separates, your toes go down, now you're shifting forward. You come up, make your seven-star stance. You make your C, so there's a gap here. You put your foot down and you shift forward. So you can do a bit here. So you're here. Okay, you can practice that a bit because we're going to go on to the next level, which is, okay, we're here. We make our seven-star stance, do our C, put a foot down, and shift. Now, don't forget you want to turn your back leg so that your hips come forward. Okay, so now we're going to do another dot, but our front foot's pointing straight, so it's in the wrong direction. So what you have to do is you have to shift back to your back leg. Now all your weight's on your back leg again. So you can lift up your heel. Lift up your heel so you've come, done your C, put your foot down, shifted. Now you want to get back into the dotting position. So you have to lean back. That way you can lift up your front foot and make it 45. So now it's ready for you to step up and dot. So you're ready for this side. Put your foot out, do your C, make the C in the sand, put your foot down, shift. But now your front foot is pointing forward, so you want to go back, turn your foot 45, and dot. Now you're back in the same position. All right. It's actually, just walking across the room is pretty complicated, but this is the main basis of a lot of whenever you see the people moving across the room, they're up, they step out, they do their movement, but then they step back, move their feet, and now they're ready to do the movement on the other side. Step back, put their feet, they're dotting on this side, go. So this is really complicated, just the walking. It's okay if you don't get it right away. You just have to slowly work through it. So we'll just go through a few more times, but eventually this is something that you should, just like every couple times during the day, just try to take 5 or 6 steps. So you're just here. So we're here. We'll go through a couple. So you're here, dot, put your foot out, C, make it on your heel, put your foot down, shift forward. Now you're going to shift back, lift the front foot, which is pointing straight, and then turn, so it's 45, and now you're going to dot on the other side. Okay, so now you're on this side, put your foot out, draw your C, put your foot down, shift. Now you shift back so that you can turn your front foot, and then step. Foot out, C, put your foot down, shift forward, now shift back so you can turn your front foot, and you're dotting on the other side. Okay, so we're there. Foot out, C, foot down, shift. Then you're going to come back, turn that foot, the front foot, so it's 45, and now you come up, comes up, makes your C, toes down, shift forward, shift back, turn, step. Foot out, make your C, foot down pointing forward, shift, come back, turn the front foot 45, and dot one more time. Make your C, put your foot down, go forward, come back, turn, dot. All right, this is one of your main skills that you have to have, which is just walking across the room. So you learn all this, just about the hardest thing of the forms. When you're doing the forms, the other one is probably when you have to kick out on one leg. But The rest of it, of all the things, just getting your foot movement right. You have to have this right in order to actually be able to do the form. So just practice that.